Namaste dear students. We have started chapter number 2 mechanical properties of the fluids, and up to this we have seen total 10 lectures. I am sure that you listen all the lectures carefully start to end. Listen all the lectures and read all the topic which is related to the lectures in your books, textbooks, and I am also sure that you have solved all the questions. Now let us start the topic. Today's topic is expression for capillary rise or capillary fall. Method second, which is using forces. In lecture number 10, we have seen the method 1, and that method is the pressure difference method. Means using pressure difference we have determined capillary rise and we have obtained a formula in that topic, and same formula we obtained here. Means this method is alternative method. म्हणजे ही दुसरी मेथड आहे, त्या फर्स्ट मेथडला पर्यायी अशी ही मेथड असेल. तर ते मेथड बघू आपण. तर सर्व स्टुडंट्सने प्रत्येकाने आपला यूट्यूब चॅनल सबस्क्राईब करा, आणि जे विद्यार्थी बघत नसतील त्यांना पण हा जो व्हिडिओ असेल तो सेंड करा आणि त्यांना सबस्क्राईब करायला सांगा, की जेणेकरून नवीन जो व्हिडिओ असतो तो आपल्याला ॲटोमॅटिक आपल्या चॅनलवर बघायला मिळतो आणि आपला अभ्यास होतो. म्हणजे हे व्हिडिओज आपल्याला केव्हाही एनी टाईम आपल्याला बघता येऊ शकतात, म्हणून तुम्ही सबस्क्राईब करायला पाहिजे. पूर्ण वर्षभर तुम्ही एनी टाईम हे व्हिडिओज बघू शकतात. पण मी असं म्हणेल की आत्ताच हे बघा, आत्ताच भरपूर वेळ आहे, या वेळेमध्येच व्हिडिओ व्यवस्थित बघा, लेक्चर्स व्यवस्थित केअरफुली ऐका आणि व्यवस्थित तुमचा अभ्यास करा. तर तुम्हाला अभ्यासासाठी शुभेच्छा देतो मी. तर आपल्या आजच्या टॉपिकला सुरुवात करू आपण. सो टू डिटरमाइन कॅपिलरी राइज, लेट अस कन्सिडर द लिक्विड which will partially weight the solid or completely weight the solid, and the liquid is water. So we take the water and we take the capillary tube of radius r. Take a capillary tube of radius r and it is dipped vertically into water. When capillary tube is dipped vertically into water, the liquid level, water level rises. There is rise in the liquid level, and the liquid which is in the capillary tube is a liquid column. And suppose that h is the height of the liquid column. So h is the height of liquid, or it is as we also say this is a capillary rise. याला कॅपिलरी राईज असंही म्हणतो आपण याला. देन नाउ व्हेन द लिक्विड इज वॉटर which will completely weight the solid, means we have taken this capillary tube, glass capillary tube, and we have taken in glass beaker. So this meniscus which is formed here is a concave meniscus. So concave meniscus will be formed here because we have taken water. Then if you draw a tangent here, then this tangent will represent the force due to surface tension. This is the direction of the force due to surface tension. This is the direction of the force due to surface tension, and if you measure this angle is angle of contact. Theta is angle of contact, and if this angle is theta, then this opposite angle is also theta by geometry. म्हणजे हा अँगल थीटा असेल तर इकडचा पण अँगल हा थीटा असेल. Then force due to surface tension is Ft, and this force of the surface tension is given by Ft is equal to surface tension multiplied by length in contact with the liquid multiplied by length in contact with the liquid. मग आता इथे length in contact with the liquid किती आहे तर 2 pi r आहे. This length is 2 pi r. Now why we take this length 2 pi r? Because this is the circumference of the capillary tube. Capillary tube चा जो शेप असतो तो सर्कल असतो आणि मग सर्कलचा जो circumference असतो हा circumference असतो 2 pi r. So circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, and this is the length of the liquid in contact with the capillary tube. This is the length of the liquid in contact with the capillary tube, and because of that, to determine the force due to surface tension, we write Ft is equal to T multiplied by 2 pi r, which is the length of the liquid in contact with the capillary tube. Now if you write the component of this force, if this angle is theta, then component of this force is Ft cos theta, and this component of the force which is in vertically upward direction means Ft cos theta. Ft cos theta is a vertical component of force. It is vertical component of force, and it also represents the upward force acting on the liquid column. म्हणजे हे जे लिक्विड आहे, संपूर्ण जे लिक्विड आहे या लिक्विड वर वरच्या दिशेने ऍक्ट होणारा फोर्स हे रिप्रेझेंट करतात Ft cos theta. So we write this, we put this value Ft cos theta, we put the value of Ft in this Ft cos theta, and we write vertical force, which is also upward force, and this vertical force is Ft into cos theta, and it is equal to T into 2 pi r into cos theta. This is vertically upward force. Suppose equation 1. Now we find vertically downward force. Now if you look at this liquid column, this liquid column is actually some mass, and on this mass some force is acting in downward direction, which is the weight of the liquid, weight of this liquid column. म्हणजे एवढा जो लिक्विडचा जो पोर्शन आहे कॅपिलरी ट्यूब मध्ये, त्या लिक्विडच्या पोर्शनवर जो डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन मध्ये एक फोर्स ऍक्ट होतोय, आणि हा जो डाउनवर्डचा जो फोर्स आहे, हा डाउनवर्डचा फोर्स म्हणजे त्या लिक्विड कॉलमचं जे वेट आहे W, ते वेट म्हणजे डाउनवर्ड फोर्स ऍक्टिंग ऑन द लिक्विड असेल. मग आता हे डाउनवर्ड फोर्स म्हणजे वेट W इक्वल टू असतं mg, where m is mass of the liquid column. M is mass of the liquid column. Mass of liquid in this column or mass of liquid in capillary tube. Then what is g? G is acceleration due to gravity. G is acceleration due to gravity. Now let us find what is m. M is equal to rho multiplied by V, where rho is density of liquid. Rho is density of liquid and V is volume of the liquid. V is volume of the liquid and rho is the density of the liquid. So this now put value of V. Now what is V? Volume of the liquid inside this inside this capillary, the shape of the liquid or the shape of the capillary in which the liquid is riser, that shape is a cylindrical shape. And what is volume of the cylinder? It is pi r square into length of the cylinder is h. Means we know the volume of the cylinder V is equal to pi r square into h. This is the formula, and same formula we use here. Volume of the cylinder pi r square into h, where r is radius of the capillary tube. This is r, radius of the capillary tube. So put this value here. W is equal to rho into pi r square into h into g, and this is equation 2. Now when the liquid level of the capillary tube is raised, or it is stable, or it is equilibrium, then upward force in upward direction is equal to force in downward direction. Force in upward direction is force due to surface tension. This equation 1. Force in downward direction, force due to weight which is in downward direction. So equating equation 1 and 2. So we can equate equation 1 and equation 2. So T into 2 pi r cos theta equal to rho into pi r square into h into g. Now here this pi will get cancelled, then this r will get cancelled, and we get h is equal to twice t into cos theta divided by rho r into g, and this is expression for capillary rise. This is expression for height of the liquid column in capillary tube. The same formula we have obtained in method 1, which is a pressure difference method. In method 1, we have determined same formula, T h is equal to twice T cos theta upon rho r g. Now this is expression for capillary rise. If we use mercury, which is the liquid which will not weight the solid completely, then in that case liquid level will fall and the shape of the meniscus will be concave. The shape of the meniscus will be convex, So the convex meniscus will be formed, and the angle of contact theta will be obtuse. There will be obtuse angle of contact, and value of cos of theta for obtuse angle of contact, which is more than 90 degree, is negative. And if that value is negative, then naturally value of h will be negative. It means that there is a fall of the liquid level. Negative value indicate that there is a fall of the liquid level, and in this way we have seen the capillary rise method 2, which is using forces. Now using this formula, you can also calculate T, surface tension, is equal to H R rho G upon 2 cos theta. Means by using this H formula of H, you can also find surface tension of the liquid in laboratory. In laboratory, we measure radius, we measure H and calculate surface tension of the liquid. And that's all about the today's lecture. We see remaining topics in the next lectures. Thank you very much.